Hello viewers, and welcome back to this channel. So today I'm going to be talking about what I will do differently if I'm to ever start farming again, or if I'm to start all over again. And I think you should want to get a pen and a paper so that you'll be able to note down the things, because the things I'm going to be sharing with you today, no caps, you cannot get it in any business school, because I'm going to be sharing with you real life experience from someone that have played big in agriculture and failed. I'm going to be telling you the things that you need to do, the different things I will have done differently. So if you have a farm right now, you need to apply these things I'm telling you, and you will see changes. And if you are planning on starting up an agricultural business, you will also see changes. And if you are in the diaspora and you are planning on maybe starting up an agricultural business back in Africa, you definitely need this advice, because it's going to help you. Now, without further ado, let us go straight to what I will do differently if I'm to start farming again. The first thing on my list is that I am going to employ a bookkeeper instead of a manager. I'm going to employ a bookkeeper before employing a manager. Now, let me explain to you why. The bookkeeper in your business, in your farm, is the first person you should think about employing in your farm, even before you employ anybody else. That bookkeeper is the one that will take care of the finances of your business, that will know when 1 naira is entering the farm, that we know when any inventory like feed is entering the farm, that we have inventory of your shovel, your digger, your water can, your everything. Now, why did I say bookkeeper instead of saying accountant? It is because, remember, you are a small business and you might not have the money to employ a full-flagged accountant. So it is better for you to start with a bookkeeper. At least the wages of a bookkeeper is lower, and you can employ simple 2-column balancing sheet. Do not try to make your book to become a very difficult book so that it becomes hard to track. Let it just be incoming and outgoing. Just do it very small. I will employ a bookkeeper even before I employ a manager. That is number one. I hope you have written that down. Don't start a farm without having a bookkeeper. And even if you have a bookkeeper, remember that one of the people that steals from a business is you, the owner of the business. So I will not just employ a bookkeeper. I will put the bookkeeper's phone number or the company's phone number, which the bookkeeper will have with him, so that the bookkeeper can be receiving alerts when money enter into the company account and when money leave the company account. The bookkeeper do not have access to remove money from the account, but he will surely see when me decide to go to the club and use company's money, farm money, to go and do dorime, and use farm money to go and carry women, and use farm money to go and drink beer, and use farm money to go and be investing in nonsense. The bookkeeper will see the alert and will ask me, this money is for what? And if I took the money without permission, of course it's my farm, he will not beat me, but he's going to note it down that on so the CEO took so money. So if tomorrow I come and I'm complaining that the farm is not giving me money, I will be seeing it in the book that nobody is stealing my money, that I am the one stealing the money, okay? Now, the second thing I will do, if I am to start a farm right now, or if I am to start again differently, is that I will employ technology in my business. Now, don't run away. Immediately they tell an African man, employ technology, what starts going into his mind is tractor. What now starts going into his mind is digital products that are highly expensive. No. Now, let me wow you. Do you know that the reason some of your farmers, some of your workers are playing with you is that there is no accountability? A worker can decide to come to farm anytime he like. You people in Africa, in Nigeria, call it African time. This place that I am, if I am 10 minutes late, they can send me back home. And if I try it 2 times in a month, they will fire me. Now, for me to go to work, I need to clock in. I need to clock in. How much is that clocking in device? It's a technology equipment. You can put that thing in your farm. I think it's 15,000 naira before I left Nigeria. But now, I think maybe it's 20,000 naira or something like that. If you employ just that thing, you can be in the United States of America and you will know when someone entered the farm and clock in, and when the particular person leave the farm. You don't need to be chasing the person on phone so that the person will now be telling you, network no good. That is why when you were calling me, because the person can just off his data. The person can just off his data and you cannot reach the person again. So I will employ technology in my farm. I will surely put CCTV. See, you spend millions of naira building your farm, and you cannot have a simple CCTV in a simple area so that you can be seeing what is happening in your farm. So if I'm to start over, I will definitely put technology. Attendance is a must. You must show me your clock in time and you must show me your clock out time. And then CCTV is a must. Whether I'm living in the farm, whether I'm even living inside that farm, I should be able to see my farm real time from the comfort of the farm, even if I'm inside the farm, and even when I leave the farm and go home. Not to talk about I am living in America and then I want to start farm and there is no CCTV. Babu, it no go happen. Now that is number 2. I hope you have written it down. Then number 3, I will employ only quality people, only qualified quality people. I will not employ someone to become my manager based on the essence that the person is my brother, or that the person is my sister, or the person is my in-law, or the person is my child. I will not do it. I will not employ somebody to manage my business because the person is a family member to me. I will not do it. I will only employ you based on competence. And even if you are my family member and you read agricultural marketing or you read agricultural management, you are still going to go on an interview with everybody. Okay? You are still going to go on an interview and pass the interview. Okay? I am not going to be leaving my farm for anybody. Now, let me tell you something. I visited some farm about 2 months ago, and there is something you need to know about farming. Farming is a generational wealth. It is something you keep for the family. Farming, it is not something you allow family to kill. It is something you build and then get another person to take over the farming business. It is not something you will now be allowing people to kill. We call it black tax. A situation whereby you allow black tax to come into your business, into your farm. You go and employ your brother that is a carpenter, and you go and employ him to become a manager in your farm, in your pig farm. How will the farm survive? If I am to start over again, I am going to employ only quality people. Now, I think that is number 3. At a point, I might lose count about the number. You can be helping me, even if I do mistake, you can be helping me to write down the number. But I am going to be giving you what I'm going to be doing. Now, the next thing I'm going to be doing is that I am not going to start my farm from afresh. I'm not going to start building infrastructure from afresh. If I am to start over again, and me, I have a farm, so this one is for people that have not started a farm but want to start. I will rather start farming by looking for other farms that have failed and rent the place and start farming from that place before I build my own. The reason is because the first 6 months of farming is a period of hype. It's a period whereby you have hype in agriculture. After 6 months, reality starts entering. Reality start coming in. You start knowing that, okay, this agriculture might not be the way I'm thinking about it. You now start thinking, oh, this agriculture might not be as profitable as I think that this agriculture is. And if you have used all your savings in order to build infrastructure, what now happens is that it's now become hard for you. It now become hard for you to know the next thing to do. It now become hard for you to know what else you should do, whether you should stop the farm, because even if you stop the farm, you have already lost money. You are already with a farm that nobody wants to buy. So what will you do with those infrastructure? So I will definitely look for another farm that is owned by other people, and I will rent it from them and start. And then with time, when I become more skilled, I will buy my own land. Even if I have had the land, I will now start building the land small. Now, number 5 of what I will do if I will start over again, listen to this one, is very important. I will focus on only one product. I will focus on only one agricultural product at a time. Listen, one of the mistakes I did in my farm is that we were doing too many things at the same time. If Nagare, Odis Ranch, Ganusi. If they talk about pig, Odis Ranch, Ganusi. If they talk about poultry, Odis Ranch, Ganusi. If they talk about goat, Odis Ranch, Ganusi. If they talk about cow, Odis Ranch, Ganusi. If they talk about fish, Odis Ranch, Ganusi. If they talk about cold room, Odis Ranch, Ganusi. If they talk about cassava, Odis Ranch, Ganusi. If they talk about rice farming, Odis Ranch, Ganusi. We are Ganusi in everything. Anything we see, Omo Ganusi, we go Ganusa. If I am to start over farming again, I am going to concentrate and focus on only one product. I am going to explore all the value chain that product can give. See, if you are doing just fish, there are so many valued products in catfish. We have valued products in the production. We have valued products in the marketing. We have valued products in the processing. You can even do the way that they do crayfish. You can even do a packaged fish, whereby people that do not have much money can even just buy small sachet of fish and put in their food, so that they will be hearing only the smell. Is it not the same thing with crayfish? Crayfish, the people are not eating the crayfish, they just grind it so that they will be hearing the smell. So what is the difference between you doing catfish that way, so that people can be hearing the smell of fish in their food? So I'm going to be exploring all one product, the value of doing just one thing. Okay, I'm going to be exploring only one product. I'm not going to be putting head in all the product. At least let me be master of one product. If I want to do pig farming, okay, I'm not going to be doing watch light, African, American landrace, Duroc, this thing, or any other breed. I'm even going to focus, to show you how I will narrow it. I'm going to focus on even just one breed. If I'm to do pig farm now, you people will know that when you want to call this ranch, it is large white that they have in that farm. I will master large white so much that if they want to do any research of large white agriculture in Africa, in Nigeria, if you do not come to this ranch, that means you have not started your research. If I want to do fish and it is catfish, I will master catfish. You will not see me near tilapia. You will not see me near tilapia. You will not see me near croaker. You will see me only in catfish. Okay? And that is what I'm going to do. Now I know you have written that down. The number 16 that I'm going to do is that I am going to concentrate as the owner of the farm. I am going to remove my name as CEO and put CMO/CSO. Let me come again. Write it. Instead of writing CEO, I will write CMO/CSO. What is the meaning? CEO means Chief Executive Officer. That is not what I am going to be doing in my farm. I am going to be the Chief Marketing Officer and the Chief Sales Officer of my business. Instead of concentrating on operation. Now, let me illustrate this so that you understand. I am sorry that this video is going to be long, but please, I don't want to cut this video to part 1 and 2. I want you to listen to this video. I don't want to 20 minutes of your life, 30 minutes of your life is going to change your life. Now, why did I say Chief Marketing Officer instead of Chief Executive Officer? Your business, what brings in money in your business is what you should be targeting in your business. What brings in money in your farm is what you should be targeting in your farm. Do not be targeting operations in your farm. Do not be targeting big monies in your farm. Target sales. If I have targeted sales in Odis Ranch, by now I will have my fish, our Odis Ranch fish, in almost all the supermarkets in Abuja and Lagos and Port Harcourt. I kid you not. Because we were already reaching that height. But because I relegated marketing and sales to my team, they cannot do the work that you, the owner of the business, can do. Do not relegate the selling and marketing of your business to anyone. You can have the same way that Tinubu is the Minister of Petroleum. That is where money is coming into Nigeria. You should be the Minister of Marketing and Sales in your business. Be in charge of where money is coming into your business. You cannot be in charge of where money is going out in your business. They only call you when they need money. But they are not calling you, or you are not aware when the money is coming in. Okay? When you go and you are knowledgeable in where money is going out, it makes you to become a fool. When I say fool, it is the same way the Bible calls fool. I am not insulting you. I am not more intelligent than you are. Note it. I am just a simple farmer, a struggling farmer that is telling you my story. Your customer experience, the feedback from your customer is another thing you should not relegate to anybody. Now imagine that a customer is complaining that they did not serve him well, that they did not give him goods at the right time, that the product is bad. Is your team going to tell you? They are not going to tell you. You are a small business owner. You are not Dangote. Your team should have, your customer should have direct access to you. Even if you have somebody that is managing that their order or everything, their order, you should have access to it. You should be able to see it. So if it is possible, you can create a WhatsApp group for your customer so that you will be seeing feedback from your customer. Demand feedback on any sales that go out from your business. Tell the person that does the sales that you need feedback from that customer. The customers will not, even if they are lying before, it will reach a time they will not lie again. They will give you feedback that this your business is shitty. They will tell you that this your business is nonsense. Do not run away from feedback. Then the seventh thing I will do if I want to do a business right now is that I will marry a lawyer. I laugh now when I say marry a lawyer. I'm not literally telling you that I will go and marry a lawyer. After hiring my bookkeeper, the next person I'm going to bring is my lawyer. Before I have any business transaction with you, my lawyer must see the transaction. Before I employ you in my work, my lawyer must see you. My lawyer must kiss you. He must see you. Before anything, if you are my supplier or anything, before we finish our business contract, my lawyer must see you. If I am coming into a business meeting with you, I am paying my lawyer to follow me to that business meeting, and I'm going to introduce the person as my lawyer before we even start any business thing. I am going to play, I will marry a lawyer. If I see lawyer, I don't see him. If you are doing farming business and you do not have a lawyer, you are playing with high blood pressure. You are playing with your life. See, go and return a lawyer, a very good lawyer. You know the cost past 100,000, 150,000 naira, which is about $150. Go and employ him. Let him open a file in his office. Anybody, including your sister or your child that is working in that farm, must go to that law firm in order to go and sign the agreement with his guarantor in that place, so that they will file it. If the person don't want to work, let the person not work. If you play with a lawyer, as a farmer. They go chop you, and there is nothing you can do about it. Okay, there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. Ganusi lawyer, Ganusiam, don't play with a lawyer if you want to do agriculture the right way. Now, these things I'm telling you right now, don't play with it. The 8th thing that I'm going to do, something I'm going to do differently if I'm going to start agricultural venture right now, is collaboration. Collaboration. This collaboration means that there are so many things. Let me start an example. I wanted to be sending fish, goat, from Odis Ranch in Lafia in the north to the east. Do not ask me whether there is market for it. There is plenty market for goats in the east and in the south. I went and buy a car. I collected loan, buy a car. 3 million naira. I was paying 280,000 naira every month to the owner of the money that I bought the car from. I have paid the person for 12 months. If you calculate the money, you will know that it's more than the 3 million. As I'm talking to you now, I'm still owing the person the 3 million. The person still writes it in his book that Simeon Odi is owing him 3 million naira. Does that not show you how stupid I am? Now, that goat business that we wanted to do, we didn't even do up to 5 trips. The road was wounding us. I will send people to send goats to the east. They will reach road, police. The police collected this amount, that this one died, that one happened. At the end of the day, I say it is better that my car is in my house instead of giving you my car and I'm not seeing any money from it. Yeah.
Two dogs pass here.
Yes, I saw 2 dogs. Yeah, they went this way. Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah. So, sorry about that. So, I am, whoa, my thought process. Give me 5 seconds. All right. So, the farm, the goats that we are talking about, I have to stop. But I was still paying that person 280,000 naira. I am now stuck with a vehicle that is bleeding me every month, and I'm not using it. Now, if I have collaborated with a transport company, immediately the thing is not working out well. I don't have a car that is bleeding me. I will stop sending my goat to the east. So collaboration is very important. Collaborate with other farms. Instead of buying that processing machine, is there somewhere you can process the thing first? Let's assume you are doing poultry and you want to be producing your own feed. Before you buy that machine to be producing that feed, do you have somewhere that you can produce that feed and pay the people? Because if you buy the machine and you now discover that after producing the feed that the birds are not growing the way they are supposed to be growing, you will stop actually. But you are now left with a machine that is bleeding you money in finance, and you are not using it for anything. If you understand, please type in the comment section that, oh, this, I understand what you are saying, so that I will know that I am talking to a human being, okay? Please. And also subscribe. Many of you are watching my video, but you are not subscribing. I don't know why. If I'm not talking the right thing, tell me in comment section that you are talking nonsense, so that I will learn that I'm talking nonsense. Okay, please subscribe to my video. It is one way that you can also support me, okay? Now, the next thing I'm going to do is, listen about this one. Listen. I am going to use 10 million naira to collect my 100,000 naira. If somebody steal my 100,000 naira, I'm going to set an example with that person with 10 million naira. Even if it means spending 10 million naira to get that person to book. I will hold everybody accountable for his action. I am the CEO of Odis Ranch. I see Shege. I nearly go prison. I didn't thief people money. But I was sent that day, I think they said I should pay 500,000 naira. The person that went and did that connection with the judge is watching my video as I'm talking to you now. He knows the judge. He went and They moved me from the court we were supposed to be on that day. I had slept in the police cell that day for 1 day. The judge did not even listen to anything. He says, straight. If Simeon do not, the judge already presumed me that I'm guilty. The law say I am innocent until proven guilty. The judge already say I'm guilty. He says, straight to prison. If Simeon do not bring this amount, I have to start making calls. I have to start calling. Through my lawyer, we call people in the Ministry of Justice. We call a whole lot of people. That was when the judge was already at home. This was to 6 in the evening. They have already prepared me to put me in prison to thumbprint. That was when they say I should deposit. Part of my bail condition was either 200,000 naira or 300,000 naira. I didn't have that money. Somebody have to wire that money, and we withdraw that money, and it happened. See if Simeon will suffer this thing, I am not going to do a farm again without holding anybody accountable. I promise that this video is going to be 30 minutes. Anything I have told you before, discard it and listen to this last one. You see this last one, ba? After, come to my WhatsApp and send me 5,000 naira so that I will find where they are selling Coke and buy and drink with bread. Everybody is lying to you that farming is a generational wealth, Abi. It is the truth. But when they tell you that, they make it feel as if you are not supposed to be making wealth and money from farming now. You are supposed to live. Is it when you die that you start making money from farming? If I am to go into agriculture again, I am going to apply what we call the progressive rotational model. Now, I am going to use 3 products to explain this. This thing is something you are supposed to pay me money for, but I don't need your money. Let me explain it with fish as number 1. I am going to create what I call a 6-month progressive rotational plan. And in the 6th month, I should be making money every month from my farm. From the 6th month, not before the 6th month. Now, let me tell you how. If I have money to put 6,000 catfish in my farm right now, I will not put 6,000 catfish. I have the capacity, I have the money, I will not put it. I will put 1,000 catfish. Now, the next month, I will put another 1,000 catfish. The first one will now be 2 months old, and the second one will be 1 month old. That will be a newbie that just coming. The 3rd month, I will put 1,000 catfish. That is making 3,000 catfish in a succession of 1,000 catfish per month. The 4th month, I will put 1,000 catfish again. The 5th month, I will put 1,000 catfish. How many catfish do I have now? 5,000 catfish, starting from month 1 to month 5. Now, the 6th month, I will be selling my catfish as I'm putting in another 1,000 to replace that 1st month own that I bought 6 months ago. Now, I am going to be making a profit every month from the farm, starting from that 6th month, because the next month, I will be selling that other one that I put the 2nd month. Now, let me do a simple calculation about catfish so that you will see how much you will make. If we are going to do a simple calculation of 1,000 catfish, don't worry, I'm not going to be pressing a calculator. My brain is a calculator already. The price of a 2mm Blue Crown right now in Nigeria is 31,000 to 32,000 naira. Now, the price of Eco Float 6mm, 4mm is 21,000 naira. So we are going to benchmark the feeding at 25,000 naira. We are going to put an average of 25,000 naira. So let's assume that I have capacity for 6,000 catfish. How much am I going to be making from the 6th month? Let me give you the calculation. Fish is one of the animals that does what we call garbage in, garbage out, just like computer. It means that whatever you give fish is what it will give you. In mathematics and statistics, we call it 1:1, meaning that if you feed fish with 1 kg of fish, there is likelihood that it's going to give you back 1 kg. It's going to give you back 1 kg of body weight. And to feed 1,000 fish to maturity, you will need 64 bags of 15 kg fish, 15 kg bags. So you will need 64 bags. So as an average of at an average of 25,000 naira, 65 kg of fish, 64 bags of fish should be giving you around 1.7 million or 1.6 million. Okay, now let's assume that the farm person, the farm attendant that is taking care of the farm, you are paying him 50,000 naira. So in 6 months you are going to be paying him 300,000 naira plus 1.6 million is 1.9 million. NEPA bill, if you are using concrete pond like me, but it's cheaper for you if you are using earthen pond, but you can use concrete pond. I'm not telling you to go and use earthen pond. Don't go and put your fish where you cannot monitor the fish very well and they will be telling you story. So if it is earthen pond, if it is concrete pond that is closer to you where you can see it, it's better you do the concrete pond, so that you don't go and put your farm in the bush and one day your farmers will just push you inside that bush and kill you for there. Sorry, buy you for there. Let me not use that language. Okay, so you are going to be spending about 30,000 naira, which is estimated billing for light for 6 months, which is 180,000 naira. Other miscellaneous is about 100,000 naira. It means that it will take you about 2.1 million naira to raise 1,000 catfish to 1 ton, to 1,000 kg. Okay, now you'll be telling me, but some will be 0.5 kg, 500 grams, some will be more than 1,000 kg. It is an average. Okay, just make sure that you are catfish, even if they want to have mortality, let the mortality be when they are very tender and not when they are big. We are going to be talking more in this channel. Please subscribe. Subscribe. We are going to be talking more about how you will make sure that nothing die. You know, this ranch, my fish was not dying. I even told my investors, they know my catfish never had any problem. My catfish have never, even if you check my video, you will see some of the secrets. You will see some of the secret of my catfish. No problem at all. So if I tell you I'm going to raise 1,000 catfish to 1,000, I am telling you for sure, because I know what to do. Okay, so a kg of fish right now is within 3,100 from off-takers. So I'm going to use off-takers. You can sell up to 3.5, 3.6 to people in restaurant, but I'm going to use off-takers. Remember, you are a commercial farm. Even if the small ones are buying, you will sell for them, but you need your 1,000 fish to be moving every month. So you have 3,000 at 3,100. At 3,100, or let me use 3,002, because the last one we sold at the farm just recently is about 3,003. So let me use 3,200. 3,200 times 1,000 is 3.2 million. When you remove the 2.2 million naira that you spend in rearing the fish, you have 1 million naira as gain. Now I know mathematics people will tell me that those other ones that you have already paid for them during the course, because you are not paying the person 50,000 managing the place. You are not paying him 50,000 naira per 1,000. You are even paying him, even when the fish reach 6,000, it's still 50,000 naira that you are going to be paying him. But I'm just assuming that it is only one batch that you did. You have a gain of 1 million naira. That is almost 50% of your profit, of your investment. So from the 6th month, you have 1 million naira sure after expenses that will be your own. Okay, so if you are to start catfish now, and instead of starting with 5,000, divide it by 6. and start with like 800. Do not allow village pride to make you to start with 5,000, because after you have spent the 5,000, you will now be begging those buyers to buy the fish from you. Okay, there is no flexibility. Remember that fish eat more when they are big. So when you put it in batches like that, you have more flexibility in your budget, and you also have budget. You have bragging right. You have negotiating right. You can tell them that, oh, it's only 1,000 I'm selling. Now then go they beg you, when you go sell this one for us, they will be in anticipation of your fish. They will not. It's not you that will be begging them, and they will not be telling you credit here, credit that. Now let's talk about chicken. Commercial chicken is 8 weeks. If I am to do chicken, then I'm going to give myself 3 months to start making money, not 6 months. How? I will buy my first chicken. If my capacity is 1,000 chicken, I am going to divide it into 4. 1,000 divided into 4 is 250. I am not going to stock 1,000 chicken. I am going to stock 250 chicken the first 3 weeks, the first 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, I am going to move the chicken from the brooder to the main pen. The main pen that is 1,000, I will divide it into 4. The brooding is separate, making 5. After the 2 weeks, I will move it from the brooder to the other one in anticipation of another batch. So I will fumigate the place and then bring in another batch. 1 month later, the first one is 1 month, the second batch is 2 weeks. I will buy another one. I will move this one to the other pen. 2 pen is filled up, and the brooder now have the brooding pen now have another one. The 6th week, I will move this one. The first one is already 6 weeks. The second one is 4 weeks. This one now is 2 weeks. I will move it to the 3rd pen, and I will get another one. Now you are expected to start selling your broilers at 6 weeks to 8 weeks. So I'm going to, that is why I say divide it into 4. I'm going to allow space so that if I do not finish selling that 250, I still have space the 8th week that I can move this 250 to, while I concentrate in finishing up the sales of the first batch. So from the 8th week, I should already start making money. I know you'll be waiting for how much you will make from 1,000 chicken. I will make a video about that later, not in my next video. I'm going to make a video about that, but not in my next video. I don't want to lie to you. Not in my next video, okay? I already have a plan of videos I have, and I'm going to follow my plan, okay? I'm going to talk about that. I cannot explain all the numbers in this video. This video is already 38 minutes, okay? Now, the 3rd thing is vegetable, so that people will not say you are only talking about livestock. What about people that are into vegetable? Now, if I am planting tomato right now, okay? Tomato is usually a 90 to 120 days plant. Just like the chicken, I am going to be dividing my tomato to monthly. If I have a land that can contain, let me say, after harvest, I can get like 100 bags of tomato. I am going to be dividing 100 baskets of tomato, sorry, make I not talk like bush person. I'm going to be dividing that land into 4. I don't want to harvest 100 bags at once, because I will be begging middlemen and the tomato will be wasting in my farm. I will lose money. So it is better I get 25 bags of tomato or 25 baskets of tomato per harvest instead of getting 100 baskets of tomato per harvest. So I will divide the farm into 4. The first part, the first month, I will go and plant for that part. While that one is growing, I will go and transplant. The next month, I will go and transplant in the other farm, in the other part. The next month, I will go and transplant in this plant. So that by the time I am doing the 4th month, The first month is already ripe and it's making money for me. So I'm selling the first month. Before I finish selling the first month, I'm planting there again. I am selling the second month. Before I finish selling, I'm planting there. I'm doing the top, and it is rotational. You are very sure of making money every month. Please subscribe to my video. Help your guy, okay? If you find value in the video, please comment that you find value, okay? And I'll see you again in my next video. I love you all. Apply these things and you will see changes in your farm. See you later, guys.